ask you another question about the Bible?
Well, yes, of course you can, Ben.
King Herod set out in order to kill baby Jesus, right?
Right, yes he did, yeah.
Well, why didn't baby Jesus zap him?
Well, yes, I suppose in theory he could have zapped him.
Because Herod was a tiny little speck of nothing to Jesus, because Jesus could have squashed him with a hippopotamus, or...
But Jesus was meek and mild.
Well, yes, that's true, Karen.
And besides, he knew that when King Herod got to hell, that God would roast him until his eyeballs exploded.
And why has God only given us 15,000 billion years left to live before the sun dies? When Jesus was a bit older, and he was still being searched by the Romans, why couldn't he shapeshift into a Roman, and then when all the other Romans were asleep, he could go along and kill them, so they would stop searching for him?
Yes, well, I doubt he would do that.
He wasn't a Power Ranger or anything like that.
Can I ask you another one?
Is this the last question?
No.
Okay.
Would Jesus forgive somebody if they flew up to heaven in a big rocket, and as soon as he goes to heaven, he punches Jesus in the face and he beats Jesus up? Would Jesus say, "Ooh, I forgive you," or would he fight back, go and knock that man out of heaven?
I just can't see a situation where somebody would get into heaven and punch Jesus.
And also,
The message in the Bible is that we should forgive. And it was important that Jesus died for us. He died to save us all.
That's a bit selfish of humankind, isn't it?
Well, couldn't he find another way, like writing to somebody to tell them to be a bit better, otherwise something bad's going to happen, or
goodness. Look, I really must be
When Jesus was being crucified,
No, actually,
why
I just
didn't
realised there's a few people over there I must go and
ask God
speak to.
to send a meteorite and destroy all the troops of the Romans who were
Well, it was the way that
trying
God chose.
to
He
kill
wanted
him?
to sacrifice his only son. He wanted to show us how important it was. So he chose the most precious thing in the world to him. And the most precious thing in the world to him was Jesus.
But then why did he kill him?
Jesus said we should forgive everybody.
Yes, that's right. Sorry, you are...
This is Mary, my assistant bridesmaid.
Okay, well, I'll be off.
So what would Jesus do if someone stole his mobile? Would he forgive them?
Yes, he'd forgive them. Yes, he would. You're absolutely right. Well done, Ben. Now, really must be going.
Wait, one last question.
Okay.
What would Jesus do if he was attacked by a polar bear?
He would zap him.
He wouldn't
That
zap
can't be
him,
true.
because polar bears are extinct.
I didn't mean to upset you. I was
You
just...
should know that,
they're not.
you're a
They're
vicar. No,
endangered.
because there's
All
not
right,
much
all right.
of polar bears, but there's lots of us. There's about 5 trillion people in the whole world, and there's about 5 polar bears in the whole world,
Wait,
and so
wait.
we have to look after them.
All right, so
If you went up to a group of polar bears, the last ones in the world, and you said, "Polar bears, I'm on your team, let's hunt down the humans," they would pounce on you and kill you.
Probably
Kids,
would,
please.
but I'm never going to do that, am I?
Being so stupid.
No, there's no need for that, Ben, please.
No, I am not, Benny.
Dummy.
You're so
No shouting, no shouting,
stupid,
calm down,
stupid. So you promise to love him forever and ever, but how do you know that's true?
I just know. I love Derek. That's all there is.
But so you didn't love any of those other boyfriends, like the bald one and the one that was friends with the Queen?
Well, I suppose at the time you think you love them, but...
Then it turns out that you were wrong all those times.
Yes.
But you're right this time.
Yes.
And that's happy and good.
That is happy and good.
Why has Jesus got that sad expression on his face?
Well, he's being crucified and it's making him feel sad.
He's got nails in his hand. He should be going, "Ah, shush." We should. Soppy old Jesus.
Ben, please.
It's not realistic.
Would you just
scumbags are going to heaven. All I'm saying, if the master...
The money will run out.
It wouldn't have to. I mean, because I could work my passage...
Do you believe in God?
Well, I don't know. I often ask myself the same question.
No. I want a clear answer. Do you believe in God?
Well, I think people should be able to believe whatever they want to believe, really.
I know that, but I want to know what you believe. Do you believe in God?
Right, well, okay. I think probably, you know, when I think about it, that there must be some kind of... That'll be Jake. Forgotten his keys again.
Mummy, do you believe in God?
Mummy's unblocking the sink, darling. Blanche, get rid of that, will you?
Do you believe in God, Auntie Angela?
Yes, I suppose I do, in a way. I mean, I suppose that I believe that God is everywhere, in everything. He's in the sky, and in the sea, and in...
So sorry, Angela, that was so rude. Karen!
No, she's fine, leave her. I'd no idea I was so boring.
What have I got for you? Look.
It's a dream catcher. Isn't it beautiful? It's made by the Native Americans, and it catches your dreams and keeps them safe forever.
I had a dream about weasels eating me last night, and I don't want that one again.
Well, no, it wouldn't keep a dream like that. It only keeps the nice ones.
How does it know which ones are the good dreams and which ones are the bad dreams?
That's a very, very good question. It knows which are the good dreams because it can see you smiling in your sleep.
What if you're smiling, but it's a bad dream? And it catches that one and then you have it again.
It's more magical than that.
How does
Say
it...
thank you, Karen.
Thank you. I'm just saying, Daddy, you shouldn't have really got any presents because you don't believe in God and Jesus and all that stuff.
It's okay for you to get loads, is it?
Well, obviously, because I'm a Christian.
Well, you are at Christmas.
What?
Nothing. Look, I can see it. So, Ben, you get ready to flick, and Karen, when I say grab, okay? So, flick and grab.
Did you know ants can survive in a microwave?
Nice.
Because the waves are big and the ants are small, so the waves go over the ant, and that means ants can survive in a microwave.
Really?
Yeah, but woodlice can't.
Nice. Oh my God.
Ben!
It's science!
It is not science, it is roasting insects!
Ben, come here.
If the particle accelerator in Switzerland recreates the Big Bang, and then it forms a huge black hole, then the whole solar system could be sucked into it.
That'll play havoc with house prices.
Is absolutely everything made out of atoms?
Yep, everything.
Am I made out of atoms?
Yeah, everything is.
Shadows.
That's an interesting one. Well, shadows are an absence of light, so I suppose...
Dreams.
Well, dreams are an electrical impulse that passes through the brain, so I suppose they could be made of particles that cluster to form...
Trenny and Susanna.
Now that one I can answer. No, they are made of polyfiller.
I'm paraquat.
Exactly. Now, come on, we've got to get you up to bed.
Atoms made out of atoms.
I'm going to pass that one over to your mother.
I wasn't the one saying everything was made out of atoms.
Yes, you should only hate people you know. Like Miss Braybrook.
But you love Miss Braybrook. She's the reason you're Christian.
Not anymore, that's all rubbish.
I think rubbish is a bit harsh.
I don't believe in God anymore, I'm a Satanist.
I think that's an atheist. Satanists do things to goats.
I don't care. It's not good to be a Christian, but you have to pray for an hour, then you have to get up, have some milk, and sleep for 3 hours.
There's anything about drinking milk, is there?
There is something about drinking milk. I've been a Christian.
Yeah, but you can't. You see, you can't just describe things as rubbish because you have to treat everybody's views, whatever they believe, with equal respect,
What?
don't you?
Even idiots?
Well...
Even people who want to stab you in the eye with a pencil. Even people who want to blow up.
Come on now, look, you should be in bed. Off you go. Off you go.
But are average people happy?
It's just about me.
Everything isn't about you, Peter.
I very nearly made head of history last year.
Well, that's terrific. Who did?
Look, Mum, we just don't...
You said you wouldn't argue.
No one is having an argument.
We're having an argument.
No, we're not.
But if I think we're having an argument, and you think that we're not, that's arguing.
You see? Very bright.
There, happy now?
That's good. I mean, I am sorry, okay, followed by lots of exclamation marks, is not the most gracious of apologies, but that's good. I mean, you've got to learn that you are responsible for your own actions.
But am I?
Well, yes, you are.
Most of what I am, I get from my genes, right? Which is you. And the rest of what I am, I get from my environment, which is you. So whichever way you look at it, everything I do is down to you.
No, that's not...
Including all the naughty bits.
He's got a point there.
No, Jake, he has not got a point there.
Jake, do you know what the objectification of women is?
Foreign film?
No, it's not a foreign film. It's when a woman is seen just as an object or a commodity by men. For instance, if a pretty girl walks by and someone says, "Did you see those?" rather than "Did you see her?"
That was abbreviating.
What?
You know, I said those as opposed to those girls. Because there's a pair of them. Girls. A pair of girls. So I said those, much like you would say, watch out for those cars.
I think you might have confused me with a gullible idiot.
Girls like to be admired.
They like to be admired, yes, but as a person, not as a sexual object.
Does Britney Spears want that?
Look, Jake, all I'm saying is I don't want you growing up into the kind of man who talks to a woman without looking at their face.
You are such a hypocrite.
I am not a hypocrite.
Yes, you are. I've heard the way you and all your friends have been talking about that new builder from across the street.
Well, how did you hear that?
All giggling and cracking jokes about the size of his spanner.
Yeah, well, that was Melanie, that wasn't me.
And of course, when you were rating his arse out of 10, you were obviously just admiring him as a person.
Look, Jake, A, you shouldn't eavesdrop.
Eavesdrop? You were screeching
and
like...
B, it was different because he didn't know we were looking at him.
That's not the point.
Look, the point is...
The point is, I'm late.
Dad?
Yes?
What's the point of living?
The point of...
Yeah, why do we live?
Well, I don't know. That is an enormous question that has puzzled mankind down through the ages.
Okay, just ask him.
So childish.
Care who started it.
How can you not care who started it? I mean, you're a history teacher.
Yes, but...
History is about who started it.
Well, that's...
I've decided I don't want to be a vet anymore. I want to be an astronaut.
Girls can't be astronauts.
What?
I think they can, Ben.
No, they can't, because they can't throw.
Why would an astronaut need to know how to throw?
Well, what if there's a giant alien jellyfish attack and the only weapon you have is spanners to throw at them?
Anyway, girls can throw.
Interestingly, there is evidence that the way the female shoulder is put together does make it difficult for girls to throw a ball hard.
Ow!
That was a hard throw.
Karen! Ow!
So was that.
Karen, I've told you before, no throwing fruit at Dad.
What if the ship was being attacked by all these big meteorites and all the women would be doing is sitting in the toilet crying, going, being all sissy?
That's a bit of an unfair stereotype.
No, it's not.
Well, do you know what a stereotype is?
No.
Well, a stereotype is when someone has the wrong idea about people. For instance, someone may feel that women are all sissy, girly girls who do unimportant things, whereas in fact, there are a lot of strong and very successful women out there who completely prove that stereotype wrong. Do you see?
Have you got any bacon?
Like, for instance, why did you direct that question to me and not your father?
Because you're nearest the fridge.
Oh. Right, well.
Yes, but this tennis court is specifically booked for this morning, whereas your coffee morning could be rescheduled. I mean, booking these courts, they're like gold dust.
So you're saying that your social life is more important than mine?
No, I'm not saying that.
Yes, you are. You're saying that 4 men playing tennis is more important than 3 women having a coffee morning.
Well, it is.
What?
A coffee morning isn't competitive. It's not like who can drink the frothiest coffees. But tennis is men fighting for victory. And that's more important.
Well, I don't know where he got that from.
Carolyn's done me this lovely drawing. That horse has got a javelin coming out of its head.
No, it's a unicorn.
Look, that's a horse, right? That's its head.
This is a unicorn. What do you mean head?
Head.
This is head.
Aye, head.
What language are you speaking?
I'm speaking English.
Sorry, what could I do? The poor man has no one. I couldn't leave him there on his own. They call it cold hits.
What do you mean a wee bit?
A wee bit, a totty bit.
Do you mean a tiny bit?
Aye, a tiny bit.
Why'd you say wee then?
Wee is the same thing as totty. A totty wee bit is even weirder than a wee bit. And you're getting to totty till you disappear until you got name. Name. So, do you want me to talk like you then?
Well, no, I'm not saying I want you to, but why don't you?
But why should I? Talk like this all the time.
So, Mac, do you like football?
I used to play in...
Actually, darling, if a man comes and asks if the gate was left unlocked, it wasn't.
But it was.
Well, yes, but don't say it was unlocked.
But it was.
Just say it wasn't.
So you want me to lie? So you're always saying, oh, don't lie, but now you're saying do lie. Now you're saying Karen lie.
Well, how about you just don't say anything?
But what if he asks me?
He won't.
But what if he does?
Then just say, I don't know.
But I do know. You told me it was unlocked.
We could have made a mistake.
Or you could have lied. Because you're lying to the insurance man now, so you could be always lying.
Well,
So I'll just say that Mummy and Daddy said that the gate was locked, but they are big fat liars.